Hello everyone and welcome to this session of programming with Java. In this session we will see what do we mean by object oriented programming. So in this session we will just see the brief overview of the object oriented programming. We will see the general concepts of objects in detail. So before starting our session, let's see the two approaches in which we can structure our code. So the two approaches or the two model of programming are procedural or structure model and object oriented model. Now procedure or structure model is the model which we were essentially following till now. So if you remember our different session, we were giving different sequence of instruction to our compiler and they were executing them one by one. So for example, if we wanted to add two integers, we were first declaring two integers a and b, and afterward we were defining another variable in which we were storing the arithmetic expression a plus b, and afterward in the end we were just printing out the result using the println method. So here we have three different instructions and each instruction has to be executed in some specific order for compiler to make sense out of it. So we are giving essentially a procedure or a structure to our code. So this is type of programming or this type of model or approach is known as procedure or structure model, in which the procedure or the structure of the code is the center of our programming. Now another type of model of programming is the object oriented model. In object oriented model, we take real life object as the center of our programming structure. Now why it is necessary or why it is important is because procedure or structural model has its limitation and it become really difficult to define a program using the procedure or structure model when the program requirements are really complex in nature or it is based upon the real life object. Nearly all the complex programs are built using the object oriented model. So to understand the object oriented model or the corresponding object oriented programming, we first have to understand the concept of objects. Now objects are basically a real life objects like car, bus, train or comb or pen which you use to write on a paper, etc. These are all the objects, and each object has basically three different characteristics. The first is its attributes, like the physical characteristics such as the material it is made of, the color it has, etc. The second characteristic of any object is basically its behavior or method, or what it is basically used for. For example, pen is used to write on a paper, and similarly the car is used for moving from one place to another. The third characteristic of any object is its identity, like the owner who owns the car or the brand of the car. By these characteristics we can identify any object. So for example, let's say we have a car is a object. The attributes of the car will be color, seating capacity, engine type, etc. The behavior of the car will be the maximum speed, or it basically help you move, and the identity will be the name of the owner or the name of the brand to which car our belongs to. So this is the general introduction of an object. Now the main concept we will see in object oriented programming will be class, object, abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation and polymorphism. Don't worry about all of these concepts because we will discuss them in greater detail in their respective sessions. In the next session we will see another important concept called classes in object oriented programming. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.